But and that's mostly off of the back of that we're all like the top 10% of Americans hold almost 80% of all the stocks. So stocks are at all-time high. The top 10% of the top percent of basically income earners, I would imagine, own in terms of demographics and stuff, independent, own quite a lot of the crypto as well. So crypto is doing moderately well. Some of you guys are gambling, but doing moderately well, and crypto's doing pretty well. And then as well as, TradFi is doing very well as well. Real estate in the shitter, of course, still, but as long as the stock market doesn't take a massive dip, that consumer spending is still there, but basically the rest of the consumers are hurting bad.
Force due to lower immigration and lower labor force participation. Even so, labor demand has softened, and the recent pace of job creation appears to be running below the break-even rate needed to hold the unemployment rate constant. In addition, wage growth has continued to moderate while still outpacing inflation. Overall, the market slowing in both the supply of and demand for workers is unusual. In this less dynamic and somewhat softer labor market, the downside risks to employment appear to have risen. In our SEP, the median projection for the unemployment rate is 4.5% at the end of this year and edges down thereafter. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal.
So basically what he's saying right here is that it's Trump's fault that all this is happening. It was like a lot of people have interpreted it that way, and it kind of does sound like what he's saying. But I mean, with no help from the Fed, really, I think if you actually look at a lot of the first 100 days that Trump was in office, I think a lot of it was very positive. The tariff stuff is starting to get kind of like held out. We have quite a lot of really good plans. I think the whole stablecoin bill that passed is more or less good. We found someone to buy treasuries, which is going to be the global populace. You countries don't want to buy. It's okay. Your citizens will. Wait. No. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. No. Yes. So before the end of the bull run, I'd say by late 26, 27, there's going to be about $4 trillion in stable coins. And those are mostly going to be completely backed by U.S. Treasuries. So that'll make the stable coin market the largest holder of U.S. Treasuries on the planet.